that's something we hadn't even said on here, I don't think, is we are building a new store. It's going to be 9 acres, highway frontage, sitting in between two competitors, one ag, one construction. As the saying goes, like our taco stand's going to be by other taco stands.
Well, I know it's certainly been a breath of fresh air since the time I first met y'all as your parts guy to now. Y'all have definitely spread your wings and really elevated your business game all the way around your parts and your service. You definitely look the part, and that's something I think is important. I think a lot of our dealers, like we talked about, are generationally haven't invested back in their business, from the looks of their trucks to the looks of their building. That's something. So tell us a little bit about what y'all got coming up in the future. I think y'all got bigger, brighter ideas. What's the timeline going to be on
Yeah.
there?
So that's something we hadn't even said on here, I don't think, is we are building a new store. It's going to be 9 acres, highway frontage, sitting in between two competitors, one ag, one construction. As the saying goes, like our taco stand's going to be by other taco stands. So I'm excited about that. But we're going to build a brand new facility. It's going to be close to 30,000 square feet. We're going to have 10 work bays, overhead 10-ton cranes, a showroom in our right as you walk into the store. We'll be able to fit a T9 700 in it, and maybe even a skid steer in that. So, and displays everywhere and retail racks as soon as customers walk in the store. So, we think, modestly we'll probably be able to break ground, maybe, hopefully by the next time we're recording an episode for the podcast, that we're close to that, breaking the ground on the project, and then probably 12 to 16, 18 months, if we're lucky, by completion. But we've had a lot of people ask us, is that a good idea? Is that a bad idea? How much more cost is that going to bring your business? Yes, we're going to have some added costs now. We're going to have a construction loan, and we're going to have more bills. But in turn, we're going to be able to put more product on display. We're going to be able to stock 5 times the amount of parts. We're going to add 6 additional bays to our shop, and then add all these features to that shop that create us to work more efficiently. And then on top of it all, provide a better workplace for our employees. So just all in turn, I think we're going to be able to generate some more revenue through that store, but also, decrease employee turnover in the shop.
I think you nailed the term on the head a while ago when you said look the part, and you have to actually play the part after you start looking at it.
And that's the last step.
Yeah.
That's the last step for us to look the part. We got service trucks, we got reliable haul trucks, we have trained, certified technicians, we have an experienced parts staff, an experienced service staff. When we have reliable rental equipment now, and an experienced, knowledgeable sales staff too. That like building that new location is the last part of looking the part.
The bow.
We kind of went backwards when we built the company, because we said, okay, we could go do a new store. I mean, ideally that would probably been the move to make. But we wouldn't have known anything about the product. We wouldn't have known anything about the serviceability. We wouldn't have known anything about how to train. We would just look the part. And we kind of did it backwards, where we went and learned all the hard stuff, and now we're having the bow on top of the box. Well, the other day I walked into our shop, and I had all the guys there. There's about 20 of them. And I said, all right, guys, what do we need tools-wise to help y'all succeed? And three of the head tech guys came up to me and they said, we need more room. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, we have 18 machines inside the shop right now. And I went and walked around, and there was 39 customer machines waiting to go in the shop. And they said, we can have all the tools we want, but we need more space. And so serviceability is as soon as you look the part and you sell it, that's great. You have to go be able to service it and be reliable and be consistent with it. You have to go hammer it out.
Well,
day in, day out.
we'll be able to add more employees too. Well, we'll be able to add more technicians and to help better serve our customers. And it all circles back to that. How can we provide our customers a better service? And that store, in my opinion, does that. And we've been really lucky and blessed by the customers that we've had by putting their money invested with us. And, I feel like we've been able to serve them to the best of our abilities, and that we're going to keep doing that because that's what that new facility is. It's an investment to our customers and to our employees. So, I appreciate that question. I remember 4 or 5 years ago when we got into the building and we're in now, and we had first just started getting our feet wet in service. And I remember when our first service job came in, it was light towers, fixing light towers. And how excited I was because we had been in business a year before we had tried to do any outside service. And then I remember when we became a New Holland dealer, I just couldn't wait for the day I saw, us servicing the machines that we had sold. And really about 2 or 3 years later, I walked through the shop and, not everything that's in for service is bad either. Sometimes you're just doing preventative maintenance. Sometimes you're just putting a new set of tracks on.
We wash a lot of people's machines. Detail.
Yeah, we do a lot of detailing. So the feeling is kind of euphoric walking through the shop and just seeing all these machines,
yellow and blue,
all these machines that we had sold.
I sold that.
Yeah, and so that, like I said, that was really neat. So it's little stuff like that. We kind of look back and go, we're not there yet. And this is another important thing that we're continually, like New Holland, trying to be innovative with our own company brand going, how can we continue to keep growing, but not being focused on what we've done in the past?